Here we're setting out based on the R3 steer deadweight price, or the equivalent to that. First of all, setting out the GB price against the Republic of Ireland price. And you can see they've moved quite closely together over recent years. Sometimes exchange rates have created differences or divergences in those prices. But overall, they are quite closely aligned. Republic of Ireland prices just being slightly less than GB overall. If we look at the US on top of that, you can see, again, it's going to be competitive within that range. Sometimes it's coming out fair degrees cheaper than what we see within GB. So that certainly indicates that if there's a UK-US free trade agreement, the US producers are going to be competitive into the UK market. But really, in terms of the global level, what tends to have the most influence in setting the world standard world market price is the influence of Brazil. And you can see here, based on data produced by the Irish Food Board, VIA, you can see the prices in Brazil substantially lower than what we see within GB or within the European Union. That, of course, is with no tariff applied. I think it's of interest to see what happens when we apply, first of all, the proposed UK tariffs under a no-deal scenario that was published last year. Bearing in mind, as I mentioned before coffee, these are subject to change. But you can see with the UK proposed tariff applied, the Brazilian producers are still going to be competitive into the UK market. And particularly if there's a tariff rate quota on top of that, volumes potentially coming in tariff-free from the most competitive producer globally, which would be Brazil in this instance. So you can see the competitive pressure that will be exerted on domestic producers within the UK. And we've also included, for reference purposes, the EU common external tariff being applied to those prices as well. And you can see it's for that reason, the existence of that tariff, that effectively shuts out Brazil to a great extent from participating in the EU market. And of course, we've got regulatory standards in addition to that, which also does serve as a trade barrier for Brazilian beef coming in.